It's time for another one of those videos of an idiot gets a hold of a product he probably has no, reason actually having. But I'm going to be doing some work with routers and also a table saw. I've been doing it before, realized that I wasn't thinking properly and just bolting all the way through and putting my hands rather too close to a blade. Now, to be clear, I did go out and buy this myself. I did see it on YouTube a lot. I did also see a video on someone making their own with basically offcuts of timber. My problem is that I don't have the ability of cutting wood straight myself at home. This is a problem. I'm still trying to figure out how to get my drop saw to do that properly, because if I can, it would solve a fair few of my problems. But unfortunately, until I can resolve that issue, whether I go out and buy a table saw myself, a small one that I can fit in my flat, or if I finally fix my drop saw, I don't know. Anywho, I purchased this mainly to keep my hands, from getting either partially or completely, detached. So yeah, I figured today I'd do an assembly, or cut it out. Anyway, at least YouTube has that function now. Ooh. So let's see what the Americans have to do. Well, that's good. Looks like they modeled it after Lego for the construction. So I'm assuming the tutorial videos I've seen online should be enough for me to be able to run this. I am considering about getting a second one that's if I set myself up at home properly. In the meantime, I've got a push stick that I can use in concession with this. Yeah. That's the thing I think I saw on the Microjig website, where part of the base had the table saw go through it. Huh. I wish they would do in millimeters instead of bloody inches. Oh geez, the amount of crap they make. Oh, okay. I might be able to make my own of something like that. Ooh, yeah. Alright, enough overview. So we've got a bunch of screws, got a bunch of accessories. Let's see if I can assemble this thing. So first off, I'll do a full assembly, and then I shall try doing a push, then take off what I don't need and run over with that to the space. Alright, video assembly available at Microjig. I'm pretty sure I saw that. If you purchase the gripper, please refer to instruction manual first. Okay. I forgot I'll need a screwdriver for this. So what is the main base? A little flexible, but it's rather nice plastic. I understand I'm wearing gloves. Doesn't mean that I can't feel things, okay? Sorry, just something that people keep saying, at least in person, about how, oh, you can't feel things through gloves. Oh, you lose this. Oh, you do that. And yeah. All right. So this is the base. Yep. So I need these. Now, luckily I have my screwdriver nearby, so just a sec, I'm back. I got this from GRR like years ago. So handle. Now these two little knobby offcut things, does it say which way they go in? Okay, so I'm guessing it goes up. Actually, why worry about doing it that way? So it should be these two. Wait, do they actually provide? Oh no. Yay, I don't totally suck at doing this. Now, I would talk about Made in Australia at some point, but I currently do that, and I have some negative feelings towards it. Ditching manufacturing for higher paid employment is a bloody ridiculous idea. Really wish I knew the politician's name that turned around and said that, oh, we need to have local people with more high-tech jobs so that they can earn lots more money. And it's like, we have like minimum wage, but no, I really should leave that stuff alone. It's causing too much stress for me. So, offhand, and I hate to say this because I say it with everything, if I bought the right router bit, I would feel rather comfortable now taking a block of pine, maybe about twice this thickness, a little bit longer, routing out these two channels, and then making like my own sort of thing, which, now that I see this and I think about it, yeah, I thought, when I get my hands on this, I'll be able to see how to make it myself, and I'm right. Okay. Legs 4 and 5. So what's the difference between, ooh, yeah, that's a big difference. So step 2. Ooh, okay. So what we do is stick like that, and then these two lugs. Go in like that. I like. Yeah, I'm starting to understand the adjustment of this thing is going to be really easy. All right, so that other end looks to be a simple one. Oh, so that goes in the middle. Okay, if I'm remembering with a table saw, it has to go here, because the blade would be sitting. Now I attach on with those two screws. Actually, I think I could assemble this with the pine I have here. Yes, I do have some rubber strips that I can use. I've been using them for another sort of little project thing I'm working on. But I definitely could see myself being able to assemble one of these myself. Which means instead of buying it, I can just make one. It's a really shitty way of going about things, but well, you know. Sometimes those people can make with just looking, other times they have to physically hold it. Now for a push block right off the bat, this would probably... Yeah, I think I just screwed that up. Oh, interesting. Anyway. Oh, actually it doesn't seem to matter. Anyway. So this second part seems to require this piece slot on like so on this end, and then these are used here. No, that's not exactly how it goes. Oops. That's more like it. So what on earth is that piece for? Oh. No, wait, is there any washers used elsewhere? Okay, that's what I've missed, is the washers. But it doesn't seem to have the rings, so... So do these go on the inside or do they go on the outside of this? So the sides, they go on the inside and the outside. And it doesn't look like it's those two washers, but they're for something else. So they're separate. One, two, one and two. This is why it probably pays to read the manual first. I need to work on my hand-eye coordination. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what the rubber gaskets are for. These little bits of rubber in here. Oh, so the O-rings are used as well. Okay. Stop. Assembly the hand. What does B? Okay, so I understand all that basic stuff. That's not what I'm concerned with. Attach the mounting leg to the assembly. Alright, so I'm assuming these two are for here. Whoops. Yeah, I really should have watched an assembly video, which I thought I did. Oh well. I can't line that up 100% perfectly straight, but okay. All right. So that's assembled properly, hopefully now. The outside there are two. Well, the other thing is these washers would help take some of the stress from the plastic, I would think. Alright, so the sides, so C times 4. Insert both legs at the same manner. Main body screws. Insert screws and washers through the back. Okay, so there's supposed to be O-rings on the other side, not washers. Right. Probably the best way to screw up your, anyway. Ooh, that actually helped hold that in place. There we go. So that's one. And that's two. Oh, that makes it so much easier. Wow. Oh, that is a lot better. Oh, looks like there's some flashing on mine. Oh, maybe extra grip. Whoops. Okay, that looks a lot better. Okay, so next, attach thumb screws, balance support, available balance support, either basic model or the side lug. Okay. So I'll be putting this on. Now I'm going to guess those are two O-rings on the other side. So we've got, and I'm dropping bits. There we go. One, two, okay, I will say this, as long as those are intentional extras, I rather like that accessory or addition. Yeah, these two here. I mean, for a company not to cheap out on that, Lego. I believe Lego occasionally has 1 or 2 pieces left over. It's been a while since I put anything together from Lego though. Okay. Now to accurately set that up. And now I have a jam. All right, so how does this go together? And complete. Okay, great. So how does this go together? So this clips on like that. So we've got spaces, we've got lugs. Okay, yeah, I probably should have watched this video. Now, I need these. So first off, that's upside down. Problem resolved. So there doesn't appear to be anything underneath. With hardware installation, snap and stabilizing plate to the open slot. So I'm just going to sit that down. Do not tighten completely, attach the balance, tighten 6. So these, what's D2? Push the orange O-ring. Okay, and the same thing is, it looks like they've included an extra orange O-ring, which is nice. So in case if it gets lost, or someone accidentally slices it with their craft knife. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. All right, so orange O-ring goes on this. No, don't fully tighten it. So that's got to come up a little bit because I just horribly screwed up. Wow, these O-rings really hold them on tight. Yeesh. That's not a complaint, that's a good thing. Well, yes, it's annoying now. Annoying versus being useful is like 2 different things. So I do like that. Let's just proving to be a bit of a pain in the ass. So that should slot in. But it's not going to because it's too low. There we go. As it is, with what I'll be doing soon, I shouldn't need to use this plate, but I'm only putting it on to finish the assembly. There. That looks ridiculous. That really does look ridiculous. All right, so this other side here, you've got brass insert. Yep. Adjust the spacer. So we have this, we have so I'm guessing O-ring, no, washer, black O-ring, all I can say is I spent $200 or so. What was this? No, sorry, $98. Figuring out how to make one of these myself. Yeesh. But I wouldn't be making one this extensive, just a companion piece to help push this along. Which I'd hope something like Microjig would turn around and go, oh yes. Because while getting support material like this is, well, support accessories like this is useful, sometimes if you've got the time or you need to learn something, doing it yourself is more beneficial. This company seems to be more safety than... Oh, that's what that grip is then. Okay. What I'm finding is that there is those O-rings are putting a lot of pressure on the actual screw and preventing it from moving. So that lockup that I'm getting, where I was having trouble with here before, yeah, that's where it was from. There's a fair bit of flashing on this, more than what I would expect. I mean, you got this pit sticking up here, you've got, like, this here's been digging into my finger. All right. Now, good. So that took me over half an hour. That probably took me like 20 minutes. Okay. Balance support. That's where I like this attachment. This piece I'm probably not going to be using all that much. This, I see. And this movable allows, okay. Okay. Oh, of course. Advertisement in color. Spend the money on the color and not the actual manual. Right. Okay. So I'm going to take off these two parts. Oh, I completely wrecked those O-rings. First use. Right. I'm going to leave that attached. I'm going to leave this attached. Actually, no, I'm going to take this off. Ooh, yeah, this is difficult. Tell you what, I'll leave this on, I'll leave this on, I'll leave this detached, and I'll put it back in its box. I'll put this back in its box. Put the receipt back in the box. I'll put these rings back in the box. I'm going to have to go to a store nearby and see if I can buy some of these. Okay, that was a bit of a headache putting together. Really should have watched YouTube and listened to videos. Now, like I said at some point in this was $200. No, I spent $100 on it, less than $100, so $98. Fine. I'm not going to complain about that. I will complain, however, about the flashing on this, which would require a bit of extra cleanup. It's annoying, but the plastic feels strong, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the material used to manufacture this. %91 alcohol. I think this is 99%. So I'd have to dilute it at some point. Yep. Okay, I'm going to watch some videos on how to use this properly. Then I'm going to go over to the hackerspace and do some work with it. So yeah, hopefully this ends up helping me with what I need and I didn't waste my time. With that, this is the end of the video. Yibbity yibbida.